A lot of people don't know that. Dirk Nowitzki writes him text messages and congratulates him on good performances. So there is a connection there between the national team players, which I think is really important. And I was here just to strengthen my personal relationship to our players. Well, just a wonderful program. One of the top programs in the U.S. Great support. It's a great basketball atmosphere here in Spokane. It could not have made a better decision. I knew he was going to do well, but the fact that he has been able to have such an impact is almost a surprise, even for me, even though I know him extremely well, because you know, he has never been out of the country. That's always a difficult transition, away from the parents and the family and the friends, and then all of a sudden be in a completely different environment and culture. And he's done a wonderful job of adjusting, and he's a very mature kid, and I think that has really helped him make that transition.
All right, time now for the U.S. Bank Trivia Question of the Week. How many Gonzaga players have been named the West Coast Conference Defensive Player of the Year? Is it A2, B3, C4, D6? The answer when we come back. The answer to our U.S. Bank Trivia Question of the Week. The answer is B3. Mike Nielsen in 2000, Mark Spink in 2001, and Earl Knight in 2005. And welcome back to the Mark Few Show. Also, a tough week around Zagville, Zag Nation this week. Coach Dan Fitzgerald passing on Tuesday morning. This was a long-time head coach here, and I know a guy that was very special and close to you for a long time.
Well, I mean, he gave me my start. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Fitz. And, you know, he gave Dan Munson his start and Billy Greer his start. So I think, you know, the greatest legacy, and he has a great legacy, is, I mean, he's got this big coaching tree now that will probably continue to grow, that all kind of starts with him, and then that's not even counting all the players that, you know, have moved on and moved out that are coaching and doing things. And he was just a guy who was just larger in life, you know. I mean, he was just
gregarious.
Incredible. I mean, if you met Fitz, he made you feel good. I mean, what a great quality to have. You know, I mean, everybody who met him felt great about it, you know, from a JV high school coach that came to camp to, you know, if you were Roy Williams, the head coach at Kansas, you know, I mean, you left meeting Fitz feeling good. And, you know, the last week I've really had a chance to kind of just sit back and watch how we operate as a program. And I can't believe how many little things are started with Fitz, you know, whether it's terminologies what we say, our drills that we do, where'd you get that drill? Well, Fitz did it, so, you know, I do it. How we prepare, our game day, you know, our half quarters at the end of that started with Fitz. Just everything, you know, and just an incredible guy, a tough guy. Taught me how tough this profession is and how tough you have to make your teams play and understand that, and that you should never, ever go into a game not prepared.
And what is his legacy here, Coach? I mean, what is it that we need to remember about Dan Fitzgerald and what he meant to Gonzaga?
Just that he was all about Gonzaga and just how he affected people. I mean, again, like I said, if you have a gift of when somebody comes up to you and they leave you feeling good about themselves, that's a heck of a gift, man. I mean, I think that's amazing. And then understand that the way the Gonzaga program has blossomed and blown up into this national entity, you know, there's Fitz's imprints all over that. So that's a heck of a legacy. Now I've moved on to Minnesota and to Long Beach and to San Diego, and you know, as we continue to move guys out, I mean, it'll continue to grow. So that's pretty cool.
Dan Fitzgerald will be missed around Zagville. Let's take another time out. We'll be right back on the Mark Few Show. And welcome back to the Mark Few Show. All right, Grant Gibbs, a very highly touted guard coming out of the state of Iowa, is now making his impact here at Gonzaga. In fact, player of the game Saturday night against Loyola Marymount. We got a chance to sit down with Grant, and here's what he had to say. More with Grant Gibbs. Okay, Grant, tell me about where you're from. How big is the town?
It's like 25,000. It's right next to Cedar Rapids, Iowa. It's called Marion. It's the town. It's about 3 hours west of Chicago.
Is basketball big there?
Yeah, especially we've had a pretty good high school team the last 5-6 years. We've had some D1 players, and so it's really big in my hometown in that area, eastern Iowa.
Did you play other sports growing up?
I played baseball till I was a sophomore, and then I wanted to keep playing because I really liked it, but I kind of had to give it up with like summer basketball stuff, and that kind of was conflicting. So
you kind of look like a baseball player. Were you good? What position did you play?
I ended up being a first baseman, but I kind of played everywhere. I played a little bit of catcher, which was strange, but pitched a little bit. It was a closer. Had a good knuckleball, stuff like that. And
I know you were a highly touted guard coming out of high school. What's all that attention like for a young guy?
It was different. You know, I wasn't used to it, and it happened really fast because I went from nobody knowing about me at all, and I played good in like 2 tournaments, and then all of a sudden I was ranked, and all these coaches were calling. So I just kind of took it in stride and didn't think too much of it, but it happened really fast. So.
Who else offered you scholarships?
I had a bunch. I ended up narrowing it down to Wisconsin, Iowa State, and here, but I had offers from Washington State, most of the Missouri Valley, Marquette, places like that.
And so you know where I'm going here. Why did you pick Gonzaga? Iowa's a long ways away.
It's a long ways, yeah. I kind of wanted to blaze my own, path and do my own thing out here. And, I'm fine with the Iowa programs, but the Iowa kid going to that state school, that wasn't really for me. And I grew up watching the Zags, and, each of the places I looked at, I liked something about, but I wasn't 100% sure. And then I came out here, and everything just clicked, and I knew this is where I wanted to come.
Are you a point guard, or are you one of these combo guards?
I was a point guard in high school, but I'm more of a combo now that I'm here. That was, one of the reasons coming here. They said you can fit in good here because you can play the 1, you can play the 2, and that is perfect for their system. So
you said you were a fan of Gonzaga, so you knew about Dickow and Stepp and all these great players, right?
Right. The first one I saw was Santangelo back in the day, and I loved watching him play. And ever since then, it's just been, a new guy, a new couple of guards each year doing it their own way and just, running the team. And Coach gives us guards so much room to work and play and create, and that's one of the things I loved about it. So you just take a little bit from each guy that's played and try to do it your own way.
Tell me about your family.
My family, I have an older brother that plays basketball at Wisconsin Platteville. It's a D3 school in Wisconsin. My mom is a home ec teacher at my high school. And my dad he works at Quaker Oats in Cedar Rapids.
So your mom's a home ec teacher. Right. Judy, we've been told.
Judy.
Tell me about Judy.
Judy is a bit of a warrior sometimes. She's notorious for...
Did you say worrier or warrior?
Warrior. No, worrier.
Oh, worrier. Okay.
No, yeah, she worries some about me out here.
Yeah.
She's notorious for texting our trainer, Jen, and asking about my whereabouts when I haven't talked to her in a little bit. But some of the guys met her in Chicago, and Rob was an instant favorite with Judy.
So if she was a home ec teacher, you must be great at hanging blinds and curtains.
Sewing, the whole thing.
Everything,
I got the whole thing. See, I never took her class, which would have been awkward, but she told me, I'll teach you all the things in that class at home. So
great. You get to Gonzaga, you had a red shirt last year. Tough?
Yeah, it was a different thing for me. I never had been injured like that where I wasn't on the court, and it was a tough year, not playing at all and not even practicing. I would have been fine with redshirting if I could practice getting better every day, but I just sat there and tried to learn what I could by just watching, and I think that helped some.
Coaching staff, what's it like here? There's expectations on you.
There is, definitely. They're hard on us, but not in a way where it's unmanageable. Every